The text came in at 2:14 a.m., lighting up my phone like a flare in the dark. I'm sorry. I didn't know how else to tell you. It wasn't signed. No name. Just those 8 words sitting on my nightstand, vibrating softly while my wife slept beside me, breathing slow and even, her hair spread across the pillow like nothing in the world was wrong. I stared at the ceiling, my heart thudding in my ears, telling myself it had to be a mistake. A wrong number. A cruel prank. Anything but what my gut already knew. I didn't wake her. I didn't move. I lay there until dawn, watching the light creep into the room, wondering how long the truth had been living in my house without me noticing. For years I believed we were solid. Not perfect, no marriages, but steady. Predictable in a way that felt safe. We shared routines. Sunday groceries, late-night tea, the same show every night before bed. She laughed at my jokes even when she'd heard them before. She held my hand in public. She said we when she talked about the future. So when the small changes began, I dismissed them. The missed calls she returned hours later. The way her phone always faced down on the table. The sudden interest in working late, in finding herself, in needing space that somehow never included me. You're imagining things, I told myself. You're tired. You're insecure. Don't be that guy. I wanted to trust her more than I wanted to trust my instincts. But trust has a sound when it cracks. It's quiet. Almost polite. She started showering as soon as she got home, like she needed to rinse something off. She smiled at messages she didn't share. When I asked who it was, she'd say, "Just work," too quickly, already scrolling past. One night, I reached for her phone to check the time. She snatched it back like I'd touched fire. "Sorry," she said, forcing a laugh. Reflex. I laughed too. I hated myself for how relieved I felt that she'd given any explanation at all. The text haunted me for days. I deleted it, then restored it from the trash, rereading it like it might change. I checked my phone records, looking for a number that didn't belong, something concrete. There was nothing obvious, just the hollow feeling growing in my chest. I started paying attention in ways I never had before. The way she flinched when I kissed her neck. The way she avoided eye contact when she said she loved me. The way our bed felt wider at night, even when we lay inches apart. One afternoon while she was in the shower, her phone buzzed on the counter. I didn't plan to look. I really didn't. But my hand moved before my conscience could catch up. A name I didn't recognize. No photo. Just a single message. "Did you tell him yet?" My vision narrowed. My ears rang. For a moment I couldn't breathe. I put the phone back exactly where it was. Sat on the toilet lid. Stared at the floor. Part of me hoped she'd walk out and see my face and confess immediately, saving me from having to ask. She didn't. At dinner that night, she talked about her day, about a coworker's annoying habit, about nothing at all. I nodded at the right moments, my fork moving mechanically from plate to mouth. Every word she said passing through me without landing. "How was your day?" she asked. I almost laughed. "Fine," I said. The lie tasted bitter. I didn't confront her right away. Cowardice, maybe. Or hope. I wanted time to think, to gather myself, to be wrong. But the evidence didn't stop. Late-night walks to clear her head. Emails she minimized when I entered the room. A sudden password on her laptop, something she'd never bothered with before. The memories began to rot. Our anniversary dinner, she'd been distant. My birthday, she'd forgotten until noon. That weekend trip she canceled at the last minute because she was overwhelmed. How many of those moments had belonged to someone else? When I finally asked, it came out wrong. Too calm. Too careful. "Is there something you need to tell me?" She froze. Just for a second. Long enough. "No," she said. "Why?" I watched her face, searching for the woman I thought I knew. I saw fear instead. Not guilt, fear of being caught. "Okay," I said quietly. That night she slept. I didn't. The letter arrived a week later. Handwritten. No return address. My name in careful ink. I sat at the kitchen table, my coffee going cold as I opened it. "I didn't want to be the one to tell you," it began. "But you deserve the truth. I'm not proud of my part in this. I believed her when she said your marriage was already over. That you knew. That you didn't care." My hands shook as I read. He described their meetings. The lies she told both of us. The way she cried afterward, saying she felt trapped. The promises she made, that she'd leave, that she just needed time. She won't tell you, the letter ended. I know because she promised me she wouldn't. I couldn't carry this anymore. I folded the paper carefully, like it might cut me if I wasn't gentle. When she came home, I handed it to her without a word. She read it standing up, sat down halfway through. By the end she was crying. Not the loud breaking sobs of regret, but quiet tears that felt rehearsed. I didn't mean for it to happen, she said. I never wanted to hurt you. I wanted to scream. Instead, I asked the only question that mattered. Did you love him? She hesitated. That was my answer. We talked for hours. Or maybe minutes. Time did strange things in that room. She explained. Justified. Apologized. Told me I was a good man. Told me she was confused. Told me she hoped we could fix this. I listened. I really did. I saw her humanity, her flaws, her fear, her selfishness. I didn't hate her. That surprised me. But love isn't enough when respect is gone. The next morning I packed a bag. She watched from the doorway, saying my name like it might anchor me in place. At the door I turned back once. Took in the familiar walls, the life we'd built. The version of myself that had trusted without question. I deserved the truth from you, I said. Not a letter from a stranger. She didn't reply. It's been months now. Some days still hurt. Some memories still sting. But the fog is lifting. The letter sits in a drawer I rarely open, not as a wound but as a reminder. I thought he'd never find out. I was wrong. And walking away was the first honest thing I'd done in a long time.